Hi guys, thank you for joining me for another shave and scent of the day. Today, Barrister and Mann Eventide. Says raspberry, lime, rose, and oud. And to my nose, an emphasis on the oud. It's very oudy. I'm not the hugest fan of oud. It is quite strong and can take over a fragrance pretty easily. I do get the citrus, a little bit of the lime, and rose and oud is a very popular combination right now. So anyway, that's what we're using for soap. Sterling Soap Company, 26 millimeter finest badger. Beautiful knot. Really nice performance. Razor today is the .84 Razorock Gamechanger. Beautiful, beautiful razor, and look at that handle. It is so nice. Knurling is really, really deep. Gives a wonderful grip, and it's super heavy as well. Aftershave today will be Sterling Soap Company Lime, and this is with a little added menthol, not the glacial, so it doesn't freeze my face off, but it is still quite cold. And I'm going to continue the lime theme with my fragrance of the day. My decant will be Atelier Cedrat Enivrant, a beautiful lime forward scent. So I've got some soaking water on the puck. I'm going to add to my face. And that oud is pungent. If you're not a fan of oud, you're probably not going to be a big fan of this scent. However, if you're a fan of good performance, that's what you'll get from here. So we'll just get the brush for it, wring it out a little bit, and we'll get it right into the puck. Hope everyone's staying safe out there. Hope none of you are battling the sickness at this point. Really crazy how this thing has taken over the media and social media as well. Hope everyone's been able to get toilet paper. Alright, I feel like I'm loaded up pretty well there. Looks pretty pasty. Rinse out my puck. And I typically would just take this and set it on something where it stands up this way, and I'll let it sit that way for a few hours, and then I'll kind of flip it all the way down like this and let the soap fully dry before I put the cap back on it. It usually sits out for somewhere around 24 hours. I'm not saying that you have to do that, but I do that and it works well for me. Very, very oudy. I know a lot of people post this on Instagram and Facebook and really, really love the scent. So if you're a fan of oud, this is likely to be a good one for you. Get some more water in here. Ooh, just lost some. Doesn't matter though, I've got a ton here. I just kind of clean up around the bottom part of my neck area here to try and not get a ton of it on my shirt. I'm not going anywhere today, so it really doesn't matter, but I still don't want soap all over me. All right, let's get going. Razorock Gamechanger, I forgot to mention there's a Vashkod in here. And this one is different in that the blade loads onto the bottom plate. Just like this. And the top plate sandwiches on top. And then just screw it in. Alright, and warm up the blade and let's get going. Line up that sideburn, add your angle. Nice and smooth. Nice, smooth, but efficient razor. Get that line, add your angle. If you didn't get it just right, you can always go back. Hope you guys are preparing for a nice weekend. I'm working this weekend at the hospital trying to keep from being infected. I think that's everyone's goal at this point. Really smooth. Stretch that skin away from my Adam's apple so I don't nick it. Really nice first pass. This is really a nice, slick soap. This is the Glissant base before the Excelsior came out. I love the Glissant base. I didn't see any need to change it, but I'm sure there are some properties that Barrister and Mann was looking to accentuate or, make even better. I will mention that I do have soft water. I don't know if it had anything to do with hard water tolerance or whatever. Anyway, I think it's great. I think Excelsior base is great as well. I think the old white label, that base was great as well. The Reserve is great. I really enjoy Barrister and Mann products. I'm certainly not the only one. They have quite a large following at this point. And well deserved. You put out good products, you get customers. It's just how it works. You have to be careful to not put too much pressure and use too much pressure when you're using this razor because it's so heavy. You have to really try and be light with it. Which you're doing with all of your other razors and blades too, so no problem, right? I'd say that probably 95% of my shaves that aren't to my liking, I probably put too much pressure on the razor on my face. It's a surefire way to get irritation. If you've got a sharp blade and a good razor, don't need any pressure. All right, across the grain the other direction. Once again, super light pressure. Let the razor do the work. Here in any of your crevices, you're trying to make this skin as flat as possible. So just push your tongue in any spot. Like here you can see a crease right there. I can just do that. And that makes it flat. Same thing here. Same thing here. I've got a little ridge here. Just put your tongue in there. Try to flatten it out as much as possible. Same in these areas. Push your tongue in there. Really great razor. I think it's about, I don't know, 50, maybe, I don't know, maybe 60, 70 bucks. Well worth every penny. Really get excellent shaves from it every time. Alright, let's go against the grain. Alright, give it a little stretch down here. This residual slickness on this soap is so good, it's kind of tough for me to stretch the skin, so I just rub my fingers on the alum block, kind of rub that together, and that gives me a little more grip. Beautiful. Nice. try to set the angle, your shaving angle, and then kind of use your elbow to kind of pull your hand up and down. Here you can, you kind of use your wrist a little bit just right at that jawline, but otherwise I'm trying to lock my wrist in and then just use my elbow to guide the razor. That way I've got a consistent angle. You see I kind of flick a little bit right here at the jawline like this, just trying to follow that curvature. Otherwise I'm trying to keep it locked and go straight up. You can see here, I'm here and I set my angle and then just use my elbow. In this area, you kind of use some wrist too, like just because it kind of goes in and then goes straight up from there. And, you could just take, one piece at a time, whatever straight line you have, and do that, but I'm not that patient. So I've kind of learned to just kind of move my wrist around to get those areas. Otherwise, I am trying to keep my wrist rigid. Great. Now I'm just going to do a cleanup pass. And I'll just kind of wring out the brush. Just pulling up this lather, and then I'll just kind of keep it in my hand and work it around my face. There's no real hair left to agitate at this time. So I'm just looking for some slickness. And protection. Remember, light pressure. After a beautiful shave, the last thing I want to do is feel irritation for the rest of the day. It kind of defeats the point. If you're going to get a really, really close shave, you need to get one without irritation. Otherwise, you really haven't done yourself any favors, except that you might be able to go an extra day without shaving, but that extra day can be spent with irritation. You don't want that. I don't want that for you. You can probably hear I'm still picking up some things. I don't know anyone that their hair grows exactly this way and then, go across the grain is exactly this way, and against is exactly this way. You can map out your beard. That's a great way to do it, especially if if your face is so sensitive that you can't do as many passes and partial passes as I do, then mapping your beard is absolutely a wonderful way to do that. So you can shave the least amount, and get the best returns from it. I don't mind doing an extra pass to kind of get the things that don't grow in that general area or that general direction. My face is still pretty sensitive, but it's not so sensitive that I have any trouble from doing this. So that's why I do this. Certainly feel free to not do this. Mapping your growth is definitely the smarter way to do this. I'm not always the smartest guy. Sometimes convenience trumps being smart. Yeah, that's right, Reed. Hello, boys, smack talking me. Who'd have known at 5 years old they'd already be smack talking you? Guess he got that from his daddy. Serves me right. Yeah, my wife's giving me the thumbs up. That's good. I'm glad I'm not outnumbered here. Hope you guys are not outnumbered the way I am. Or maybe they like you more than mine like me. Alright, just a little cleanup around the nose. I usually have a little extra cleanup around the nose with this razor. As you see, the blade is fully in there. The tabs don't stick out of the side. And if you look right here on the front, there's a little edge there before you actually get to the blade. Oh, there we go. That's a much better angle. All right, so you see there's a little edge right there and right there. So when you're trying to get up to your nose, there's, the blade's not there. So I have to hit it by going this way. So you're just real careful with it, but some of these spots you have to go against, against your normal growth to be able to get there. All right, your growth may be that way. To get up to those areas, you'll need to go in this direction. Sorry, I forget everyone's hair doesn't grow like mine. All right, that's awesome. Here's no hair anywhere there. There we go. All right, let's get cleaned up. Put the finishing touches on this great shave. All right, I'll finish with some alum. No feedback there, just nice and smooth. Just sealing up those pores. Hi, Jackson. You want to say hello? Say hello to everyone.
I'm gonna say hi.
There's Mandy and Jackson. Reed would like to say hello also.
Hi.
Here's my buddy Reed, named after my late father. It's also my middle name. Good boy. All right, let Daddy finish up. All right, let's get this alum off. Great shave. Check out my sideburns, see if they're the same and straight. Yep, looks good. Sterling Soap Company. Definitely smells like lime zest. Not sweetened at all. Really nice, and a healthy dose of menthol. Nice. I love that stuff. Finished with a little Nivea sensitive balm. Those crow's feet. And we'll finish with Atelier Cedrat Enivrant.
I have little secret stuff.
Okay, I'm almost done, buddy. Notes I have written down here. Citron, lime, bergamot, mint, basil, juniper, tonka, vetiver, and elemi. And what it says to me is a really nice, fresh lime citrus. Whew. That lime is so nice there. Thank you guys for joining me for another shave. Saying hello to my family. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope you stay safe. And I'll catch you on the next shave.